Right, do apologise about that, guys. Every single time I go to load something, the game stops. But enjoy the first cutscene, and I'll join you when we get into the gameplay.
In actual fact, we have nothing to worry about. According to our research, the next emission will not occur for at least 2 months, 4 days, and 7 hours. Its intensity will be 3 on the Bergman scale, which is 2.13.
Holy shit.
Without going into detail, I must say I have never seen anything like this before. The encephalogram suggests serious damage to the nervous system, but the other indicators couldn't be better. It's astounding.
Perhaps it has something to do with the emission.
Most certainly, although so far I've been utterly unable to formulate a rational explanation for this abnormality.
Waking up. You're awake. That's good. Welcome back to the world of the living, Stalker. How are you feeling?
My head's spinning and spinning. My head's splitting and my head's spinning. So basically, I'm feeling real good shape.
Do you remember what happened to you?
Okay, I remember leading into this.
In the joking mood, eh? That bodes well for your recovery. I'm the group leader, and I'm responsible for everyone here. That includes you, for as long as you're here. We call ourselves Clear Sky, and you are in our base right now. We picked you up in the swamps after the emission. Lucky? I doubt it. The facts are these. You survived the emission. That's the first thing I still can't explain. The second thing is that our patrol found you in the swamps, which are essentially endless quicksand. And thirdly, you nearly got torn into shreds by a pack of super dogs, but our boys got you out just in time. Such a chain of events tells me it's more than just luck. Anyway, I need to finish what I'm doing, so let's continue this conversation.
Right, so I know nothing about this game. I have seen like a start of an LP on it. I watched a little bit of it. I'm not really sure. I think it's a little different. You know, same sort of control, same sort of layout. Can't remember actually how to get inventory is I, of course. So yeah, very different sort of setup. I actually think it's a better setup. You know, you've got a much better look at what money you've got. You know, you've got your weapon here. You've got your basic armour. You've got a lot bigger, and you can carry 50 kilograms, which is actually pretty decent. Fire protection, passive protection, slight protection, radiation protection. But what I'm seeing so far is something actually really good. PDA is key. Oh my days, it actually is the whole map again. There's Picrat. Again. There's Chernobyl, of course. Warehouse. I think this might actually tell you Two Garbage Valley. Oh, these actually show things. Ah, look at that. See this? That's where you start in the first game. I think this looks pretty good. I really do. It looks like a very standard, kind of very decent looking game. I'm not going to go forever on this. Probably going to go for about, you know, 10-minute, 15-minute video just to start off. The first video was sort of cut very short, so I'm just trying to make up for that. And then like that, go. What's the problem? We'll just sit against all straight and nothing quite no one around. I just heard STALKER gave the army was good thrashing. Let's see how they possibly could. That's food for you. Right, let's see what else. They found a captured vehicle and incredibly goodies of garbage. Staff that take back to way back 1960s. It was thought to be contained, but now it's become literally valuable. Gold rush broke down, obviously broke into a whole bunch of bandits. They've got garbage by the balls now, stealing us all running life.
Где смеяться, не понял, все равно не понимаю. Как оно все
Oh, whoops. Oh, note to self. Walk over fire, you get murdered. So, going on the lines of what this actually is.
Look who we got visiting our swamps. You sure are a whiff of fresh air. Hello, Mark. You became quite a legend while you were out of it. Even you wouldn't believe some of the rumors I've heard. Anyways, here's a drink on the house for a lucky son of God. It should help you relax and tell me about your adventures. Because I just died of curiosity. Well then, you drink and I'll tell you about this place. It used to be pretty quiet here. We had the paths worked out, the right places explored, and the approach covered. Of course, the swamps ain't exactly spring break material, but it wasn't too bad either. Yeah, it wasn't too bad until the last emission. The biggest we've ever seen. These days our boys pray both to God and the devil before going out of the base. Because getting back alive is a miracle in its own right. But we're managing to hold it together. Because our guys ain't here for loot. They're fighting for a cause. I'm kidding, man. Truth is, there was no place for me in that other world. It didn't want me. In the end, I came here. First to the zone, and then to Clear Sky. The guys here are alright, and I need it here. They come back here after a mission, I pour them a drink, tell a few dirty jokes, and my job is done. Simple, but effective. By the way, they call me Cold around here. In our base, as you can see, it's a small, sinking farmstead in the middle of romantic, endless swamps. I couldn't tell you where it is exactly, but it's the last place in the zone where you can meet real people. Guys who won't screw you, stab you in the back, or let you bleed to death to save a med kit. You know why you've never heard of it? Because too many people want to know about it. And the fewer that do, the better. Lebedev is our leader. The man is a rock if ever I've seen one. He's the glue that holds our whole group together. Then there's Beanpolev, Professor Beanpolev. He's like a walking encyclopedia and a calculator in one. Knows more about the zone than... well, anyway. Our technician's called Gray, and he can make you a rifle out of an empty can with ammo to boot. He could use some spares, but apart from that. And finally, we have Suslov. He's a traitor, but he ain't like the others of his trade. He won't try to rip you off or screw you.
Go.
He knows what
Leave the merc alone with your dirty jokes. I need to see him.
Well, brother, if Lebedev says he needs to see you, that ain't up for a discussion. Go on, I'll catch you later. Stop by for a chat anytime. This place is so boring.
Right, so now we're needed by the leader, so good.
Oh, I'm glad to see you, young man. You look considerably better. People are mistaken in their belief that they understand the essence of what the zone truly is. Some consider it to be a universal evil, others a wonder sent down to humanity, and others still consider it no more than a source of riches. They are all wrong. The zone is impossible to understand when viewed through the prism of human perception. Moreover, it is far too early for humans to even try. Ergo, the actions of both the government and stalkers with respect to the zone are misguided, and I fear that the potential consequences may be, or indeed are, completely unpredictable. Naturally, this represents a terrible danger. Young man, if only I had the answer to that question. We are studying the zone meticulously in hopes of finding it. The zone appeared as a result of the actions, let's call them misguided human actions, and we are unable to return to the status quo. The zone cannot be destroyed, nor will it disappear of its own accord. We, Clear Sky, believe that there is only one way to reconcile man with the zone: coexistence. How can I best explain? Let's put it like this. Any complicated system in nature, and that includes the zone, automatically seeks equilibrium in the absence of destabilizing external factors. That was the case here in recent years. The zone was stable and there were no significant deviations from the norm. And now we've seen a gigantic emission that has changed the face of the zone. The system became unstable, distorted, a glitch of sorts. The zone is spewing out emission after emission and pumping itself full of energy with each one, so much so that the readings on my sensors oscillate with unbelievable speed. And unless we find a way of reversing this trend, the result will be a disaster of far greater proportions than the 1986 catastrophe. The most important lesson in all this is that this glitch is not a product of natural causes. This is human handiwork. And that's what we are attempting to find out. Perhaps knowing who disrupted the zone's equilibrium will give us a chance to prevent a disaster. Since man caused this mess in the first place, man may well be the only one able to set it right. In any event, I very much hope that is the case. I fear that question is not one I can answer. I suggest you address it to Lebedev. Hopefully, my answers will be of help to us all.
Right, I've got the cat climbing over me. You have to get down, girl. Right, guys, well, we're coming up to 15 minutes, and I think that's enough to call it a video. So, I'm going to thank you all for watching. Please remember to subscribe, drop me a like, and leave me a comment. I'll see you all next time. Until then, guys, take care. Bye for now.